we just got ourselves some important information when it comes to PSO2, a new Genesis, and the whole meseta issues. If you have been playing PSO2 as of late, you probably know that inflation and the money income at all, like free-to-play to pay-to-play player, is extremely kind of unbalanced right now. And SEGA have been listening. Surprisingly here, I know, but nonetheless have put out a post over on an official website going into some details that they are hoping that might help out with everything that is happening with the inflation, and also a way for you to make any more money inside of a PSO2 NGS. So today we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about this, but before we hop into it, if you are new here and you haven't already, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, and of course hit that wonderful bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos or any of my live streams as well. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, check out that join button below for membership and become like all the wonderful folks on screen right now. But we will go into more information about that at the end of the video. But for now, let's go ahead, let's get into this, and let's start discussing the stuff that's happening when it comes to the economy of New Genesis. So once again, this is coming from the official website for ngs.pso2.com. Link in the description below if you're interested in checking out the article for yourself. But as you can see here, we do have a few bullet points about this issue. Not a lot, but a little bit to put into effect Elite World SEGA seem to be coming from right now. And of course, we're going to go ahead and start off with the fourth statement saying we have confirmed that the amount of meseta player earned was less than affected. How? How is that less than affected? Whatever. Moving on. So we have added a weekly tab to increase the amount of meseta a player can get in a week, which, as you can probably start seeing here, is not only that there are the new tasks or more tasks that pay out more meseta here. I don't know if more meseta is really the way to go here, but you know, I get to eat their own here. Personally, I think the inflation number are a little high, but we will go into that later nonetheless. But on second little point here is of course tied to turning people away from actually making new accounts. As stated here, as a countermeasure against the act of creating multiple new account to funnel meseta into a specific account, we have adjusted the timing that the player shop feature become available to make it more difficult to do so. And he wasn't aware that it's something that did get added a little bit ago. I think it was at that point about a month into the game itself, but nonetheless it pretty much made it where you have to get at least up to Mount Magnet in the main story before the player shop become available for you to start selling stuff on, especially if you're buying premium. And then of course we do have the whole thing now with anytime you buy anything for like AC, for like Steam or other platform, you're now having to wait 24 hours. But I know that was a thing that was in place at least on PC to begin with, at least on Steam. And it doesn't seem like they're technically new, but this is something that is being talked about a little bit more here as far like when you do your very first purchase inside PSO, at least on Steam. It seems like there's a coming outside of that. And that pretty much no take on that, which is kind of odd to just be like, hey, we know we got an inflation problem, so let's just make more money and give player more money. On one hand, that makes sense. That way more free-to-play player can start buying more stuff at the player shop that is tied to AC. But at the same time, it kind of feels like they're just going to make prices go up, and in return just get right back to where we was. Well, you know, certain prices are just going to be not reachable by any means for a free-to-play player, but there seems to be SEGA way of trying to fix it is just to give up more meseta. Personally, like I stated, I don't know if this is a good idea here, because obviously I feel like we need to have way to get money out of the economy, not put more money in the economy. But nonetheless, I get that it might be elite kind of a short-term fix for some players that want certain outfits and can't get it because, you know, prices are too high. But I kind of feel like in the long term that might come back and bite them in the butt just a little bit. But we will have to wait and see on that one. And that is pretty much what's happening with SEGA right now when it coming to the task. We are now just going to get more money from weeklies. Yay or nay? How do you feel about that? Because I'm not a fan. I get the way to put it. And of course, if you want to know my full opinion about how I feel this is going, as well as some way to possibility of fixing this and help with the economy and help get some of the meseta out of the economy to actually try to bring everything back down to a reasonable outlook, I guess. If you want to check out that video, that will be my next video coming up right after this. So if you haven't already, once again, make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells so you don't miss out on how I wish and hope that SEGA will fit the economy problem outside of, well, this. So make sure you do all that so you don't miss out on that. And also, don't forget to check out my live streams that I do here on YouTube every single day right now, starting at 7:15 p.m. Central. It's getting busy, and we got a lot of game to play. And also, if you want to be, once again, like all the wonderful folks that are on Queen right now, feel free to check out membership below. Hit that join button for a low 99¢, get you some emote, get you a whole bunch of stuff. Or you can also support me over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn if you're a Twitch user and you will support over there. Or if you want to support everything I am doing, make sure to check out patreon.com/Maconn. All the links in the description below. And with that, that will go ahead and do it for this. It's a pretty just straight to the point news update video. Nothing too special other than free money. Yay, I guess. And I guess with that, I will go ahead and see you all in the comments.